Hey, good morning, everyone. There's Bruno, and I'm Mike, and welcome back to our garage. I just caught our little partner in crime trying to chew on a walnut shell. I knew you were nuts, but I didn't know that you were a cannibal. All right, today we got quite a bit to do. We're going to be, I'll show you over here. We're going to be giving the Miller's Fall hand drill a quick bath and some cleanup and maybe some lube. I'm not going to get too aggressive. I don't want to remove any of the Japanning that's still on there. Um, and I want to try and save the paint because I don't think I will be able to replicate the decal that came with the drill. And I also got a little piece of paper here. And update for the solder stick. I got some info that I'm going to go ahead and relay to you guys. And let's get started and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Okay, on the solder stick, I did a video on these, I think a couple videos ago. And Roxanne from Solderstick got back a hold of with my email and love the customer service. If you guys deal with Solderstick and you get to deal with Roxanne, you're going to definitely enjoy your experience, I would say. The Solderstick, these connectors do support 250 volts. The white ones, the smaller ones, are rated for 10 amps. The red ones here are for 25 amps. The blue ones are for 32 amps, and the yellow up to 63. They are a marine grade rating. So once these are heated up and everything, they pretty much stay weather resistant. So I did find out some of the ratings for some of these. I'm just going to keep my little sheet in here just as a reference. But I just wanted to relay that information to you in case you guys had the same questions I did. And that way then we can, plan accordingly. I think it basically kind of goes for like the gauge wire that it uses. So probably the wire that you use depends on the connector that you'll use. So I just wanted to go ahead and relay that information to you. I have taken the major gear wheel off the drill. I did run the chuck through the wire brush, being careful not to. I didn't want to take it apart because I didn't want to lose my bearings. And I didn't take this apart. I just kind of did this with a soft wire, brass wire hand brush to get the corrosion out of it. But all this here isn't paint. It's actually what they call Japanning. And I really would like to just kind of keep that if I can. Yeah, some of it's been, removed and missing. But I just want to clean this up. And see how well it comes out. If I find that I don't like how it looks, I don't know if this rod is just dirty or pitted, if it had it. I'm not sure because it does look a little different. I might take the breastplate off and take it off down here and run it through the wire brush. But once we give it the bath, let's see how bad she looks after that. So I got some hot water. Well, it was hot water. I'm only using Dawn dishwashing liquid as a degreaser. I didn't want to get too harsh because I didn't want like I said, remove any of the paint off the major gear wheel. And I just wanted to keep as much of the originality as possible. So let's go ahead and give her a quick soaking and see what we can come up with. Sorry about the wind noise. We finally got, a finally decent morning for all this. So it hasn't been too hot. But with the wind comes the cooler temperature. Now I did kind of go through the gear with that same soft brass hand little wire brush, and so I'm just going to go, yeah, let's go ahead and dunk her in there, get her in the bath, scrub-a-dub-dub. Let's see here, I'm just using a nylon brush to break this up. Might have to get a smaller brush. I don't want to scrub too hard on it. I don't want to remove any of that paint. But it looks like it's stained too. Yeah. Let's see what we can come up with. And it doesn't look like any of the soap's turning red or anything like that. Got a clean, lint-free brush. Yeah, it looks like a lot of that's just stained through a lot of the paint. Yeah, some dirt's coming off of it. I wonder if some, well, I don't know, that's a little aggressive too. I got an idea too. Maybe some cleansing car wax. Let me get another little brush here. Let that get some suds on it. Actually, I do not know what happened to that little nylon brush, but maybe, just maybe, let's try a little 4/0 steel wool, see if that gets us too far carried away. I'm not really putting any pressure. On it, I'm just letting it drag across there. Actually, I think that might be doing the trick on some of it. Like I said, I'm just letting it drag across there. I'm not trying to do like you would on sanding or anything like that. I just want to get some of that black off of there, and it looks like this is coming along quite nicely. Oh yeah, so now this isn't going to be no brand new store-bought looking drill. Oh yeah, all that. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming off of there. Yeah. Probably. Let's see here. Get a little thinner. I am applying a little more pressure and using to try and scuff like a polish maybe. Try and scuff that up a little bit. And then when I'm done, I will put a coating of wax on it. I don't have like furniture wax or anything like that. I just got basically like a turtle wax car polish. But here's what I'm starting off with, and here's what I got so far. So maybe if I kind of lightly go over this again. I mean, it's nicked and chipped and what have you. But as long as I can get to maybe that top dead layer of paint, maybe. I can save most of this. Well, I'll be doggone. Oh, what? What are you barking at? There's nobody out there, Bruno. Oh, just a minute, folks. Stop. Oh, so there's the two people that quit it. There's the two ladies you were barking at earlier. Really? Just because they're walking on the sidewalk doesn't mean it's trouble. Give it a rest. Nincompoop. Yeah, it did dull up the paint, but it cleaned it. So I think a little bit of flitz on that might even help. But I think that looks a lot better than it did. Let's see what we could do with this other side. And I will be lubing it back up, of course. I use Super Lube for like gears. Probably get by with some light oil maybe. I probably would try that first. The light oil. Because it looks like a lot of this is like grease that was on there before. Yeah, a lot of this is coming off of there, guys. So actually, I think the steel wool and some Dawn dishwashing liquid. Now, it's getting around these gears that are chewing up my steel wool a little bit, but is that grease or is that paint that's been removed? It looks like it might. Yeah. Now this is the time-consuming part, fellas. And that feels like yeah, that's where the paint was gone. All right. Well, looks a little better. Looks better when wet. Yeah, see, that's where paint's just all gone. Looks like I got one little spot right about here. Okay. All right. Well, let me go around to the spigot. We're going to rinse this off real quick, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, fellas. And ladies, I don't want to disinclude anybody. Okay, we'll give this a quick dry. And I know probably this would probably start flash rusting, but wow, that does look pretty nice. Well, there's the wheel, fellas. I think that came out a lot better than what it was before. There is a shadow there. Some spots where you can see where there's chips and the paint's missing. However, if it's going to be used, might as well keep it original. Dirt isn't original. So we'll set him right there. Now, let's go ahead and give this a bit of a scrub. I don't want to get too carried away. Yeah, it looks like at one time this did have the Japanning on it. I've already cleaned out the ports where the large gear wheel goes into. And I already kind of got these little gears here, but I'm just trying to get some of the dust and the harder to reach areas where it was to clean out of the way. I wonder how much damage that steel wool would do. Actually, if it didn't remove the paint, I think Japanning is a lot like the pre-powder coat era would probably be a lot more tougher. don't really feel like there was any padding left on that, if there was. I'm going to give this a quick wipe off and see. See where we're at. Yeah, it looks like it might have been painted at one time, maybe. No, it doesn't, because there is a noticeable difference in, my hands are all wet. Sorry, I'm getting out of the shot here. But I think what I'm going to do is see if we can get this shaft out of here. Run that through the wire brush. Then that'll kind of match with this here a little bit. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and... I think that piece of steel wool will probably be about done. Because even if it dries out, it's just going to rust. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that water was pretty filthy. So, kind of give that a dry out a little bit. Wipe out. And we'll set him over here for now. Alright. Okay. I think we're done with this brush. I think Bruno just chased a squirrel up a tree. Okay, so let's see if we can get that shaft out of there, shall we? Okay. Got my soapy water everywhere. Why not, right? Oh, sweet. There we go. Little grub screw. We'll put him on the magnet. We ain't gonna lose him. Now. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah. Okay, let's see about getting him off of there. Perfect. He's going to be a stubborn one too. Okay. That's all right. There we go. I can get him. Yeah. It's probably got a bunch of crud in it too. Oh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, probably be a good idea to clean that up a little bit. All right, I'm gonna run this over to the wire brush over there, get that cleaned up, and I'll be right back with you. I won't bore you with the details on that. Okay. Trying to keep this as moving as fluid as possible. I just took a little bit of steel wool here after running it through the wire wheel there on the old bench grinder. And yeah, it was mostly all corrosion. So it'll be a nice little contrast. At least it'll match the chuck. Came out pretty good. So, okay. Probably put a little bit of wax on that too, just to keep it from flash rusting. But I think that turned out pretty cool. All right. Wipe my hands off so I ain't transferring any more goo than we have to. Okay. All right. Take that steel wool, same little piece of steel wool. Get into our little crevices. All right. Okay. Be right back. I gotta move some other stuff and get into my supply cabinet. Be right back. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and start waxing. I'm not gonna go for the super polish. Like I said, I just want to clean and then just kind of keep it protected best I can to keep any of this bare metal stuff from getting any worse, you know, for wear. I got a little carried away there. Let's see, Chuck here. Just a little bit on him too. Let that cure up a little bit. See what it does for this paint. I'm just using a turtle wax, paste wax. See how that, I mean, I know it's probably going to take off some of the paint, but I just want to keep it from getting grease and try to maybe polish up that paint a little bit. Maybe some flits would probably work better, more than likely. But like I said, we're just trying to clean it up and preserve what's left. I'm not going for the full trophy enchilada here. And some lube will get on that, so I ain't gonna worry too much about getting stuff on the shaft. But let's see about, oh, here we go. Probably, oh, just another, hey, stop. Come on, don't be like that. We've talked to you about this time and time again. Haven't we? And yet, you continue. Yeah, you're just doing your job. That's what schnauzers were for. For ratting, rabbits, and squirrels, and mice, and protecting the family, and all sorts of stuff. Very, very loyal dogs. Very, very family oriented also. So if you guys have little kids, if you have a little kid, you get a puppy, a schnauzer is a puppy, and a dog grows up with those little children, it will respect all children, and just wonderful. He loves our grandson to death. When we moved here, we had 3 of the 4 with us, and we got him since he was old enough to be away from home. So this is all he's known. So okay, that looks like we should be good to go. All right, let's go ahead and just put this back together again. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and clean them threads up a little bit. I'm sorry if I'm not getting you guys in the shot. I'm doing my best here to try and make a better video where I ain't standing in the way. Come on. There we go. There she is. Excuse me. Well, which way am I going here? Yeah, there we go. All right. A little grub screw to go back in. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. I wonder how this... Get that as a little bit of a cleaner. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get this chucked. Wiped off. Yeah, so it's taking off some more of that residue. Looks like a lot of this is just dirt buildup from when it sat. Okay. Yeah, let's see how this turned out. Not too bad. How does it look to you guys? Let's take a look, shall we? Oh. Maybe I should put wheels on my chair. Maybe that'll be our next project. How'd that come out? You think that'll come out pretty good? I think so. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Well, I got a little bit of wax in the teeth yet. Oops. Well, that'll work out. Let's see here. Come on. My nails long enough? Nope. Excuse me. Wheel. There we go. I think I got her now. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So. Oopsie daisy. Put her in the wrong side. There we go. See if I can get this steel wool to get in between here where I couldn't get the wire brush. Yeah. got my grub screw over here. Just a second. Hey, buddy. I know this probably needs some more work. However, okay, the only thing I have left to do, I had sanded it. I fixed that little nick inside there. I will be trying to stain that later and put the urethane over the end of it. I'm going to try and get it as close to what this looked like. But it's probably not going to be a complete match. But as far as that looks so far, actually let's go ahead. Oh, trash man's here. Just a second, I'll be right back with you guys. Okay guys, we're back. What I'm planning on doing here is, looks like there's a little oil port like right here. So I am going to put a little bit of oil in there. There you go. There we go. Let that run down in there, I guess. And that is awfully quiet. Would it hurt? And I'm sorry guys, trying to pay attention to what I'm doing and what you guys can see. Just gonna put one, I drop down to soak into the ball bearings there. Get that little wipe off there. What I do is just put that steel wool right there. Hold it on there. And just kind of let it, give it a kind of a quick polish. Okay. I think what I'm going to do next is just I just probably use a clean applicator, but we'll do here. Just Put a little super lube on the end of him here. There we go. Just a little dab here on the gears. I'm not going to get too carried away putting it on every gear, because it will work into itself. And this is just a synthetic lubricant, so it should hold up fairly well. Once it gets on the smaller gears, I have a feeling that it will run a lot smoother. That's all I'm going to put on there, because I want to lube it, but I don't want it to collect a whole bunch of trash. Oh, will you be quiet? Again with the barking? People ain't gonna want to come and see you. There we go. Go this way a little bit. Sorry guys, I did it again. Not paying attention to what you're seeing and what I'm doing. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead, put a little bit on this inside gear. Boy, he's on high alert today, folks. Alright. And then we'll get some going on that inside gears. Then we'll wipe off the excess. But that's nice and quiet. There's no chatter. I think that spins pretty good. Okay. Let's go ahead and wipe off the excess. Kind of dab a little bit. Okay, guys. There we are. I think that ended up coming out pretty good. Just kind of keep everything as original as possible, but cleaned up and looking better than like it'd been sitting in a dirt pile in a barn somewhere. This video got kind of long again. However, I do a lot of this stuff in real time, so we like to try and keep it that way. So we'll go ahead and call it a day. I'll clean up my mess here. And as always, ooh, looks like we even got a bit of a sprinkle in here. Huh. So thanks everybody for watching. We appreciate it. As always, from being Bruno, keep on tinkering.